Welcome back, my name is Carrie, and today I'm going to tell you about a shift I've noticed in affordable housing. On this channel, I focus on the manufactured housing industry, my projects, mobile home parks, or homes I think are cool, but today I need to zoom out and look at the entire industry as a whole, because guess what? Things are changing. After being pretty much offline for the last 2 weeks, I came back online and oh my stars, it's finally happening. Manufactured homes and mobile home parks are finally starting to get attention in the mainstream media as a good, affordable housing option. I'm not sure if it's coincidence or traditional home prices have just got to a level where people are realizing, wait a minute, there has to be a better way. But the narrative about my favorite affordable housing segment is almost being scripted as a knight in shining armor ready to solve the entire affordable housing crisis. I've been in the manufactured home industry since 2009, selling affordable homes to people for 12 years, so for me, this isn't breaking news. But if the mainstream media gets behind the industry, there will be big changes ahead. What I'm going to do is tell you what's happening, what's changed, and what I think it means for the entire manufactured home industry, so let's do it. It's not a secret that some people think that manufactured homes and mobile home parks are an inferior housing option. People throw around words like trailer trash, say they're only for the newlywed or nearly dead, and to make things worse, David Spade put the trailer park stereotype on the big screen not once, but twice. For everyone who did their own research and sees what I see, none of that matters, but the truth is manufactured homes have been dragged through the mud for years, resulting in the infamous stigma. However, that seems to be coming to an end. It looks like mainstream media has caught on to what a lot of us have known for years, and I think it's going to light a fire under the entire industry. The Washington Post released an article titled, "A Factory-Built Home as a Means to Affordable Housing." The Financial Post, "Trailer parks could be the answer to Canada's national housing crisis," and Forbes, "Mobile home park trends, big money, and improvements." All three posted within the last month. Great news for the industry, and as the self-proclaimed official spokesperson for manufactured homes, I would just like to say, it's about time. The best part is these articles are debunking myths that people have just assumed to be true, and believe it or not, these massive publications do have a bit more influence than a guy sitting in front of a poorly staged background recording on his phone. Go figure. The Washington Post article talks about a young professional couple moving to Sacramento who need an affordable place to live. Buying a traditional home or even renting were out of reach, with rents in their desired area starting at $3,000 a month. One of their parents suggested buying a manufactured home, which is exactly what they ended up doing. They purchased a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom manufactured home that was listed for $109,000, and according to the article, their monthly housing nut, including loan payment, utility bills, and the monthly lot rent of $660, works out to around $1,500 per month, and the couple love their home and their neighbors. Sounds to me like an affordable and enjoyable housing option, and imagine that, their neighbor isn't Joe Dirt. The Financial Post article talks about a 20-something named Taylor who bought a manufactured home in a mobile home park. Her original plan was to buy a condo downtown, but after crunching the numbers, she realized that was outside her budget. She ended up buying a single wide for $160,000 with a pad rent of $460 per month. Taylor lived there for over a year before moving in with her partner and deciding to sell her single wide. She said in an interview, "I'm really happy I didn't end up in that condo. I know there is a trailer park stigma, but whatever. The people were lovely and I loved it. I really did." Speaking of stigmas, Taylor must have taken a bath on that home and lost a bunch of money because, according to the comments in a lot of my videos, manufactured homes don't hold their value and absolutely never appreciate. False. She sold her home for $70,000 more than she paid, a scenario I've seen play out time and time again. If that sounds familiar, it's because I've told Taylor's story on this channel before. Taylor was a client and bought the home from us back in December of 2019. Finally, the Forbes article touches on mobile home parks from an investment standpoint. It doesn't waste any time before touching on the stigma that some people attach to mobile home parks, starting with, previously out of favor, the stigmatized asset class of mobile home parks is gaining steam. Investors are bringing much needed capital to the asset class in the form of capital improvements after new acquisitions. New mobile home park investors are changing the image the properties once had. I've seen this happen firsthand, but to have a publication like Forbes give a tip of the hat to mobile home parks is a great sign for the industry and touches on another common misconception I hear about mobile home parks, and that's that owners don't maintain the parks. People assume that all owners let parks get run down, which then negatively affects the values and resale of the homes within that park. Don't get me wrong, that can happen, but it's becoming less common because mom and pop investors are retiring and new owners are bringing life back to mobile home parks. The article states, mobile home parks are finally starting to get the investment dollars needed to reduce the stigmatized eyesore mentality they've had for years. These communities can fill a very important gap in our country's affordable housing supply, and since there are barriers that restrict new development, we should embrace the positive changes to our country's existing supply. If new owners continue to make improvements to parks, I don't think it'll take very long at all before whatever's left of the stigma is gone, and then things really get interesting. But why now? I think there's two main reasons why big media is taking interest in manufactured homes and mobile home parks. Number one, traditional home prices have gone absolutely crazy, and home ownership in any form is becoming harder to achieve. Affordable housing is a very big problem right now, and people are looking for answers on what can be done to solve it. And sometimes a solution doesn't require reinventing the wheel, it's just a matter of tweaking something that's been under our nose the whole time, which leads me to reason number two. Real estate investors are taking more interest in mobile home parks. The biggest real estate podcast in the world, the Bigger Pockets podcast, is hosted by a guy named Brandon Turner. Brandon is a big advocate for mobile home park investing and talks about the parks his company is buying on the show quite often. So all the same people who would normally be interested in buying mobile home parks are buying them. Plus there's the new interest from all the people that listen to that show, which I'm guessing is millions per month. So my theory is that his influence will lead to improvements of mobile home parks all over North America. In my opinion, manufactured homes and mobile home parks are now a great affordable housing option, just like they were 12 years ago. However, more attention from big publications who have caught on to what they offer will open more people's eyes to what this industry is all about and help ditch what's left of the dreaded stigma. When that happens, I anticipate zoning roadblocks preventing the development of new mobile home parks and restricting where manufactured homes can be placed within cities to subside, because our little affordability problem isn't going away anytime soon. The more positive press the industry gets, the sooner that happens. So I'm really excited these articles were released. If you want to check them out, I will put links to them down below in the description. That's all I've got for today. If you like manufactured home videos, make sure to subscribe to my channel because I've got new ones coming out every single week. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.